There really is, in a reunion with Verlander now that he's back with the Astros. Ha-Sung Kim leads off and fouls off the first pitch of the game.
Hit the baseball, he said. Absolutely, especially when it's down the middle.
Kim hits that. Alvarez sizes it up and has it for the first out of the game.
Been down, and that's why you see the uptick in the ERA.
First pitch swinging, as he often does. Fernando Tatis Jr. pops out to Jose Altuve.
And see, that's positive to me. I'm used to seeing guys rush him with 3 straight fastballs. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Wayne.
Soto looked at them all, and a strikeout for Hunter Brown to end MLB The Show 23 player rating of 80. Left center field, Grisham back hits to it, and is able to make the play shy of the warning track.
Even though he walks a lot of guys, he's able to stay focused and pitch around them.
This one deep the other way. Tatis is back. It's over his head. Tatis gets it in quickly, but Pena has a double with 1 out here in the first. First baseman Carpenter. It brings home the first run of the game. Jeremy Pena scores, and the Astros have touched the Cy Young favorite for a run.
Changes, and he never looks overmatched. Swung through a breaking ball earlier. Now Snell left his breaking ball a little bit higher, allowing Alvarez to not overswing, but just put the ball in play and hit it right through the hole. This is a professional hitter.
Well to center, but right at Trent Grisham. 2 outs here in the first as Kyle Tucker will bat. Tucker could not hold up at strike 3, and Blake Snell punches him out to end the first. But the Astros, he's still posting up every day whenever he can. It's this ball well the other way and has a leadoff single here in the top of the second. It's the first hit for the Padres and for Manny Machado. For more on, they've won 6 one-run games. Runner going, and Bogaerts with a chopper to third. Bregman's only play will be to first as Machado takes second base. Line to right center field. That's a base hit for Campusano. Machado rounds third, heads for the plate. Throw coming on from Chas McCormick. It hits the mound and slows down as Machado scores. Campusano drives in a run, and the Padres.
From that point on, he was second on the team with home runs, so the power was there.
Matt Carpenter hits one in the air toward the right field line. Tucker ranges over to make the catch.
Oftentimes doesn't work out.
Ball 4 to Matthew Batten, so the inning continues for San Diego, and it'll be the number 9 batter. Grisham loops one to the left side of the infield. Pena dives. It's off his glove into left field. Around third, Campusano scores. Over to third goes Batten, and the Padres take the lead as Jeremy Pena. Runner going. It'll be an easy stolen base for Grisham. 14th stolen base for Grisham, a career high. Now a base hit could drive in 2, and there it is for Ha-Sung Kim. It scores Batten, it scores Grisham, and it's a 4-run inning for the Padres.
What did I say in the locker room, but with their fan base, I mean, this is what they believe in. And so Brown with a nice strikeout with 95 up in the zone. You get the chance to slow down your heart rate and really get under yourself and say, hey, let me just focus on what I need to do as far as strike zone awareness and pitches as well.
It's nothing that Snell hasn't walked anybody yet. And he doesn't walk McCormick. Gets him to fish on a 3-2 curveball for strike 3.
Gets him right back on track.
1-2 on Yainer Diaz, and now 1-3. Diaz strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Snell here of late. He's allowed 4 runs early on tonight. A pop-up from Soto. And Jeremy Pena puts the squeeze on this for round number 1.
Big-time fastball and breaking ball, but the changeup has to play, especially the second time to the lineup.
Fly ball to right center. McCormick in front of Tucker to make that play. 2 up, 2 down as we send it back tonight. The Blue Jays are hosting the Royals. There's a fly ball to left. Xander Bogaerts gives it a ride. That is long gone to the back of the Crawford boxes. Bogaerts continues a hot stretch, his 17th homer, and the Padres lead 5-1.
Yeah, he comes in the ball game hot in September, 591 batting average with 9 runs scored in September. He's finally healthy. I think the last time we saw him, Wayne, his wrist was bothering him and he really couldn't turn on the baseball. But this is more of the Xander Bogaerts we know, being able to have power, especially middle in.
Bogaerts has 13 hits and 20 at bats. So he was so hot he electrified Matt Carpenter.
Man, you know, very difficult.
Ground ball to Pena. That ends the inning, but the Padres tack on another run. Xander Bogaerts
flies out of this ballpark.
Maldonado couldn't hold his swing. That's strike 3 and the 4th punch out for.
But you only learn that by going out there and experience it.
Altuve swings and misses, and Blake Snell has 4. We're going to try to get there again this year. 2-2 as Pena strikes out swinging, and Blake Snell strikes out the side.
Having a veteran backstop like Martin Maldonado help in this situation.
I was hoping it would help today, you know what I mean? But it hurt when Grisham got that little bleeder in there, you know, that accounted for 2 runs, but it helps a lot having.
Yankees pitched only 4 innings in that game. Strikes out Matthew Batten, and there's 2 up, 2 down. Nicer.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Fly ball to left field. Yordan Alvarez backs up. And, watch where it goes with those Crawford boxes.
Houston faithful didn't like that.
Nothing.
And that's ball 4. Alvarez laid off. So that's Rangers. Bregman with a fly ball to shallow center field here as Grisham comes in. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a drive out toward right center field. Long run for Grisham after it in the gap. But he makes the catch right in front of the warning track. And Alvarez has to go back to first. Ball 4, so 2 walks in the inning from Snell. He goes to right field here with some authority, backing up Tatis all the way near the wall, but he makes the catch right in front of the fence in right field.
There could use that, I didn't get it back.
Ball 4 to Ha-Seong Kim. So
being around the young children and being a positive influence.
Kim is running. Tatis strikes out, and Kim steals second base.
Him.
40-60. Soto with a ground ball fair down the first base line. Ha-Seong Kim will come around and score easily. Juan Soto has an RBI double, and the Padres are 4 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight. Machado strikes out.
Second off him, but this is the focus and aggression is definitely going to be key for him.
Pena scoops the short hop and throws out Bogaerts.
We're a bunch of foodies at ballpark stadiums and barbecuing brisket and nachos flying everywhere.
Jose Altuve has a base hit with 2 outs here in the 5th. Yeah, they threw us out of the Diamond Club though today. Fly ball to right. Tatis is there. Blake Snell has pushed through 5 innings, allowing just a swing and a miss by Campusano. So Urquidy strikes out the first batter he faces for the Blue Jays tonight.
Hello.
Carpenter draws a walk, and he's on with 1 out here in the 6th. Runner going, a huge jump for Carpenter. He's going to have to hustle back to first if this ball gets caught. Wow, that's the catch. Maldonado was holding his mask, so he
offensively, but if the score holds up, this would be the 4th loss in a row, and so it's very concerning for the Houston Astros to defend the whole 4th very carefully.
These Astros generally don't chase much. They don't strike out a lot. Jordan. Base hit for Bregman. Alvarez goes to second. Here come the Astros in the 6th.
Snell either didn't like that pitch.
Championship. It's this ball to center field. Grisham goes back and makes the catch. Alvarez tags and goes to third base. Tucker hit that one a bit off the end of the bat. Abreu shoots one toward the right field corner. That's going to be a base hit. It bounces over the wall in the corner. It scores Alvarez. Bregman to third. An automatic double. An RBI for Abreu. His 75th. 1 out. McCormick swings and misses. Big strikeout for Blake Snell. From Blake Snell to Yainer Diaz on 3-2. Diaz lines it right to the shortstop. Xander Bogaerts to win the inning. The Astros.
That's how y'all do?
We'll hear that in a few more outs. Kim with a liner off the glove of Bregman. That's a base hit. Kim with a big turnaround first, but he'll slam the brakes as Alvarez gets it back in. A single for Kim. He's been on base.
When he overextends himself, that's when he gets a lot of soft contact.
Swings and misses here on a high fastball, and Jose Urquidy gets.
Just take his walks, and when he does swing, it's to come off the ball.
Ah-Sung Kim, another stolen base. He got a great jump, and he stealed that one pretty easily. Times in the last week, Kim has had 2 stolen bases in a game. Now Soto draws another walk. So 2. Runners are going. Another good jump for Kim, and it's a double steal. Kim steals third, and Soto goes to second base. Machado lines one to the gap in left center field. That falls and goes to the wall. Kim and Soto score. Manny Machado's got a 2-run double, and the Padres open up their lead. It is 8-2.
You see what happens when your stars step up and play good baseball? Factor, Bogaerts factor, and Juan Soto. And now you look at that and you're not surprised the score is what it is right now.
McCormick retires Bogaerts, holding Machado at second base.
I mean, they haven't won more than 3-4 games in a row.
This should end the inning. Altuve. And that would be a pretty healthy class of pitchers. As Maldonado fouls out to Matt Carpenter.
But you also have to worry about, you have a Cody Bellinger that looks like he needs to be signed in the covenant as well.
Barlow stays with that and throws out Altuve, so 2 up, 2 down. They still have their entire season series with Kansas City ahead, but they have not been able to solve the Padres tonight. So the Padres are like the last team you want to face at this stage in the season.
Got him.
Carpenter gets hit by the pitch there.
You know, usually looking at Mughat and talking to Ferguson Jenkins, you know, and those guys are heroes, and so being able to be mentioned in the same breath as those guys, I'm truly honored.
Matthew Batten with a base hit.
I really appreciate that, but you got to work a little harder on your heroes.
Fly ball to left field, headed for the Crawford boxes. This one's going to go. Trent Grisham to the opposite field as in a 3-run homer. And the Padres have really opened it up now. It is 11-2 San Diego.
You talked about it earlier this inning that this is a tough team that you do not want to face because they're still talented, and I know that the leader Bob Melvin said we're not giving away games away, and Manny Machado, even though he's banged up, he is still playing at a high level, and so that sends a message that this is still important ball games to the whole roster. Grisham getting that ball out over the plate and got extended and knew that ball was gone as soon as he scored.
3 balls and a strike on Ha-Sung Kim, who's had a strong night. Abreu stays with that and gets it to Urquidy for the first out of the inning.
You're not surprised if they do this type of output against a good team.
Tatis hits one way up at the top of the roof here. Bregman able to make the catch. I don't think that ball touched. Another high pop-up. This one will make it out to Alvarez in left field. And that ends the inning with 3 more runs for the San Diego.
There as well, but Astros still feel all reads lead to them.
High and tight to Alvarez. Myers running for him at first. Bregman hits a one-hopper to second. Flip to Bogaerts for one, over to first for a double play. Bouncing ball that Batten gets to, moving to his right. Throws out Tucker to
the lowest strength of schedule remaining, so it plays in their favor. But I like that it goes down those last little week and a half between those two teams. Austin, where he was groomed and was a captain there for a long time.
Check swing grounder to Pena. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. It's a big change for Bogaerts. He came up with the Red Sox when he was still 19 years old. He's been to the ALCS 6 straight years. Got a couple of world titles out of it. And Dusty Baker basically said, well, he's got one, now he wants 2.
Any Astro fans listening or watching?
Line right to Kim at third, and there's one away. They got the oranges on the train from Minute Maid Park. The juice box.
Told Justin Verlander when he was debating, joke around, but he keeps winning in the Astro uniform. I wonder how he's going to go in the Hall of Fame.
Yainer Diaz to the gap in left center field. Grisham overran it. That would have ended the game. Instead, Diaz keeps it going with a double.
Ooh, rare miscue by Grisham. He's season for Bruce Bochy and company.
Be tough to swallow for them. Here's a fly ball out to right center field, hit pretty well. But Tatis is there, and that ends it. As the San Diego Padres come to Houston, and it might be a beleaguered season for the boys in brown and gold, but the Padres were all over the Astros tonight. 11-2 the final at Minute Maid Park. Trent Grisham, a 4 RBI game. Xander Bogaerts hit a home run, and the Padres showed up tonight.
Absolutely, especially you're able to give 11 runs to Blake Snell, and he's the front runner for the Cy Young. You know you're going to have a good chance to be able to shake hands. And I thought the timely hits was there. That's been missing for them all season. I thought the camaraderie, I thought they matched the intensity of the Houston Astros atmosphere. And they played an outstanding ball game, and they really played behind Blake Snell very well.
Blake Snell gets his 13th win of the year. He struck out 8. And another look at Blake Snell's Cy Young campaign as the train rolls out of the station for the night. The Padres put it out of commission in this game as San Diego rolls through an 11-2 win here tonight at Minute Maid Park, taking the opener of this 3-game series, although the Astros maintain a half-game lead over Seattle, and we'll see if they stay 3 up on Texas. It looks like they will. Manny Machado had a good game.